And welcome back to episode 71 of the Hit the Showers podcast presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm Hanging from Hurts Nuts King.
Hey, that's all right. I'd be upset too if I lost to Mr. Hibbert and the Chargers on Monday Night
It's
Football
all right.
as well.
It's all right.
What's going on, fellas?
Shit, you know.
What up?
We got Les Knight back in the building. What's going on with you, G?
You already know, man. Ravens, we fly high,
Y'all
we
got
get
yours.
high,
Y'all got yours.
and we ain't losing no time. So riding the wave.
Okay, I hear you. We got my guy, Callie from the block in the building, ready to celebrate that good Jets win.
Yes, sir.
You know
yes,
what?
man.
Before we
Sipping
even
that
get
engine
into,
oil right now.
You said that engine oil? Oh, you feeling right. Before we even get into it, I want Les to eat his crow because last week while you was off, he made it a point. He even wanted me to write it down. He said, the Jets go 0-17.
Did say that.
He said they do not get a win.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
I ain't seen it. I didn't see it.
And you know what's crazy about it? No, I definitely didn't see it because let's be honest, the whole host lineup, we did pick'ems for all of our teams, which we'll do again at the end of this show. But and everybody picked the Titans in that one. It was a unanimous decision. I said, damn, that's why we needed Callie here. At least somebody would have picked the Jets.
You know, there was one person that picked the Jets. It was Bill Cowher, the old Pittsburgh coach.
Yeah.
He picked the Jets. Go figure. He picked the Jets. Yep. Yeah. That's how many people, picked the Titans because they picked him out. Like, that was one person that picked the Jets.
Man. Yeah, I thought the Titans was going to take it. I can't even lie about that.
Yeah, I think we did one of those. It was one of those Derrick Henry, let him get his rocks off. He gonna do what he do. Just try to, contain everything else. And I mean, 7 sacks. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah. It was an exciting game though. It was at one point, I think our game was on when it was in overtime, it was the only game that was being televised at one point, like,
it was
because everything else, it was like kind of in between other games. Nothing else was that competitive.
Right.
Yeah, it was dope just to get that dub, man. It felt good, man. It was like a big weight lifted off the shoulders, man. Now we already we got half of the amount of wins we got last year ready.
But you know what though? I think it's not the Jets that you gotta worry about all them losses falling on. I think it's Zach.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, I think the Jets as an organization expect it to take a little while for them to pick up momentum. But I think it's Zach who you don't want to break, who you don't want to be like, God damn, like, can we get a win? Like and start feeling like it's him type shit.
His spirit.
And
right.
He cut his picks in half again with
He
one
did.
pick. I said, listen, if he does what he's been doing for the past 3 weeks, next week he won't throw no picks.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely trending in the right direction now. I just think like what I've been saying, just growing pains. It was really, he needed to get this one where he, I think that this is going to help out as far as with the offensive coordinator with LaFleur, like really seeing like, it works out better if he's on the move and like could put some bootlegs in there, put some screen, switch it up a little bit. I think the play calling was a little better, and a lot of it was just like off plateau stuff. I mean, the one where he when he took the snap and fumbled it and just flicked it out real quick, like that was crazy.
For like 25.
Yeah, but that one where he's like, when he told Corey Davis, like,
right. It threw the
it was almost like
backyard. It was almost like backyard.
Yeah,
football.
He threw that 60 yards on the line. Like, I'm talking like,
that was nice.
Real deal, man. So, it definitely, I needed to see that game myself as a Jets fan. All of us Jets fans needed to see that. We needed to see, that, you know, we at least got something there. You know, it's like, okay, we didn't just screw this all the way up.
Right.
So it was good to actually see us put some points on the board, be competitive, and actually win the game. Atlanta, you know, we got Atlanta next week, and I don't think that it's gonna be like that's that's a winnable game.
That's
I mean,
definitely a winnable game in my opinion.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think like with the confidence built, our defense is gonna hold it down. Our defense has been holding it down. It's just a matter of if our offense can keep the defense fresh. Like if
Right.
we can maintain drives and keep them off the field, I think that'll work out, you know, for us.
Right.
At least, you know, like I said, I'm not expecting to be winning like, you know, 11, 12 games, but I want to just be competitive. You know, I want to go in the right direction. So next year we got more experience and we could, you know, expect more.
And you don't want to get too far out of the low end of the pack anyway, because you want them good picks, man. You want
Exactly.
them good picks. I'd much rather have a quarterback just learn his first year than do a little bit more than expected and take the team out of that lower tier draft pick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like learn, but let's stay in that realm so we can get you somebody good to help out next year. So I mean,
Yeah.
listen, it might be a good deal. I just hope that he keeps his confidence up while going through the season. And I do think this was a good confidence builder.
For both New York teams, because the Giants, they both went to overtime, which I thought was kind of like a little conspiracy. How both New York teams go to the overtime. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what is
It
going on
happens.
here?
Right. I
It
mean,
happens.
and there ain't no conspiracy. And let's be honest, I called that game.
Mhm.
I called that
Man.
game last week, and I said 24-21 Giants, and it was 27-21. I was so
Yeah, we
fucking
both
close.
won. We both won by winning 27 points. Ain't that the crazy thing?
That's crazy. Showing out.
It's a good bet.
Listen,
It's a
New
good
York
bet.
got one. New York got one. They basketball.
They might have
team
two.
coming back around. Jets got to win.
New York on the come up.
Yeah, man. What's up with the Rangers? What's up with the Rangers and the Yankees? They played yesterday. The
took
Yankees
an L.
win?
Nah, they took
No,
an
they
L.
lost.
Ah,
We just lost to Boston yesterday.
God
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah, you know how
Yep.
we do.
And the Mets crumbled. The Mets crumbled at the end
At
the you know
the
at the
end of the
beginning at the
season.
mid-season.
Right.
So New York sports is bad, man. New York sports. I mean, outside of, you know, obviously, you know, the Knicks, they overachieved, and you know, the Nets, the Nets are gonna, you know, they're gonna be where they're gonna be next year regardless.
Right.
But it's rough being a New York sports fan. Like, and I'm not really like a homer as far as like every sport goes with New York. It's just like, you know, I grew up like playing football, Pop Warner and all that, getting autographs from the Jets at Hofstra University. That's why I'm a Jets. Like a lot of people be like, yo, why the Jets not the Giants? That's just Jets and the Mets. That's kind of like Queens thing, man. You ever seen that show King of Queens? You're a Jets and the Mets fan. Like it's like it's a borough. It kind of falls into the boroughs in certain instances. Like, but a lot of my homies Giants fans is just I like the Jets more. You know, just it is what it is.
Yeah, Giants is trash.
I mean, you be better off being a Giants fan than a Jets fan.
I mean,
Yeah. I
lately.
mean, they got a couple of dubs. You know, they got some championships, but they've been pretty bum juice for the last about 4 or 5 years as well.
Since Eli left, they
Decade.
been-
I mean, but that's still semi recent. You know what I mean?
No, it is.
Once again, I mean, I don't mean to throw dirt on you, but what we say since Vinny Testaverde and all them, that's
No, it wasn't since Vinny. Like, you
What
got to
we
think,
say,
we went to two
Mark
AFC
Sanchez.
championships with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
At least let us have that. 2009, 2010, we went to two AFC
How about that
championships.
shit? That's recent.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean, but we ain't been to the playoffs since. We got
They
we
got
got one of the
rings.
longest dry streaks of not
Who's
going to
got
the playoffs.
They got jewelry though.
Who?
The Giants in that time frame, they got jewelry.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
only got that. We got one ring back when Namath was playing, man. That's bad, yeah.
they had a couple players.
You know, that was our
come through.
last 4,000 yard passer, believe
For
it or not.
real?
Mark
Yes.
Sanchez.
No.
No. Joe Namath.
Oh, John
That's
Namath.
crazy.
You
It
want to talk
wasn't-
about a franchise being cursed? The last 4,000 yard passer we had was in 69. They
Damn.
was playing like 13 games a season back then.
Hey,
And
You
motherfucker
remember-
still can't get that motherfucking 5,000.
Y'all remember Cali when y'all had y'all remember when y'all had Geno Smith, man? I thought he was gonna be something for y'all back then.
Not me.
You can't stay off the ground.
I thought.
That boy was getting
mean,
whacked.
We just had that. You know, we used to get the has-beens. I mean, we would get Michael Vick when he was washed. I mean, Brett Favre did all right for us that one year, but we always get we get them when they wash pretty much, man. Like, it's just, you know, just generational, just bad.
Y'all front office don't
GMs.
care. They don't care.
Yeah, man, it's bad. Like, you know, it's either they trying to, like, you know, just build a team through free agency, which never works. You see Washington, they've been doing that for years, and it ain't work out for them yet. Like most good teams, they are homegrown. Like they draft well, they build through the draft because that's where you get the cheapest talent. And then, you know, they get their free agency accuracy. The free agency is supposed to just be like the little icing on the cake. It ain't supposed to be the batter and everything else.
As bad as y'all have been, you would think that y'all would have all of the top, like the top, at least the top three of each, one of the top three of each draft class for the past.
No, that's the thing. But when you got a bad GM and a talent and bad talent scout, man, this big ass raccoon just walked. Oh my goodness, this man, this big ass raccoon just walked back. He's over there chilling in the backyard.
That's that New York shit.
Man,
fuck that.
That's crazy.
But what was you saying?
No, I was saying, like, when you draft high but you miss on your draft picks consistently, like consistent miss on draft picks. I mean, we could go back at least we got to go all the way back to maybe 2009, 2010, last time when we had a real solid team, when we had Thomas Jones, we had the defense was beastie, and we had Mark Sanchez, so we had a rookie quarterback, so we was able to put the pieces around him as far as offense. That was the last time that we actually had, you know, decent pieces, and then after that, it just kind of fell apart. And then, you know, went to the Geno Smith stuff, and I mean, then, you know, we would get high draft picks, obviously, because our record was pretty bad in most cases. But then, you know, we still have like a 10-6 record where we missed the playoffs in like 2015-16 with Fitzpatrick. So we would still get middle of the pack picks and missing on those. And then when we was getting the high picks, we were whiffing on those. I mean, you think about, man, our picks from Mike Taliban, dude, man, that dude, man, he picked like, man, that last the GM that got fired before Douglas, Mike, what was his name? Taliban, I can't. And the last GM that we had, yeah, that's about how bad he is. He's terrible. He picked like the safety from Alabama. He picked some really bad picks that just never panned out. Put it like this, went on YouTube and looked at a majority of our first round picks over the last like 5 or 6 years. None of them damn near even in the league. Like they're not even in the league, like much less on another team.
And you don't even know the picks that they were. The picks like.
No, I remember the names and stuff like that. I couldn't just like give it to you all off the rip right now, but it's like Dee Milliner.
Are y'all defensive minded though? Like, do y'all focus on defense? Because I don't recall y'all ever making no like big draft on offensively other than a quarterback.
Lineman.
Yeah, most of the time we were always kind of going defense, especially
offensive lineman. He was an all-pro. Was it Ferguson?
Are you talking about the Ferguson? Ferguson?
Yeah.
That's back when we still had the line. That's when we had Nick Mangold, the Briscoe Ferguson. We had the one dude that always be on ESPN talking. Damian Wood. What's his name? Damian,
oh yeah, you're talking about Woody.
Yeah, Damian. Yeah, he was on. He left the Patriots. Came to us. That's when we had an official offensive line, but that was like the last time that we were even relevant. But yeah, just bad draft picks. When you got that many first round draft picks and none of them are even in the league, like you whiffed, like bad.
That's how the line.
And then the year when some quarterbacks came out, we took Jamal Adams instead.
Well, I mean,
and he traded him.
If y'all ain't,
he traded him.
If ain't nobody getting,
but we got some picks for him though. I will give Joe Douglas that. Like when he trades people, he does get some picks because we ended up. That's how we was able to like move up and get the Vera Tucker and everything like that. Because we had those picks in our pocket from Jamal Adams. So, and that's why we got another 2 first-round draft picks and like 2 second-round draft picks coming up this draft. So if we do, like you said, Cliff, if we do end up, bottom halfing it or bottoming out, like let's say we get 5-6 wins, but we look like we trending, we're gonna get higher draft picks and just being able to add on. So
right, that's what y'all.
It's
need.
a marathon.
It's a marathon. No more than 5. But we'll move on. I think the Falcons is definitely a winnable game for you.
I think our next 4 games is like the Falcons. I think we got a bye week or something. Then it's like the Patriots, the Bengals, and the Colts. Yeah, you know how it goes, man. But we play the Falcons
on your day off.
Right, we play the Falcons in London, so that's always a give 'em. That's a pick 'em game right there because it's just throwing everybody's schedule off.
I forgot all about that. That is overseas.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sunday morning. Sunday at what they say 9 or 10.
Like 9 in the morning. Right? It's 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah,
it's like 9 o'clock in the morning for us.
Yeah,
which is cool for me because I could watch us and then go on about my day.
Yeah, I could watch that a little bit before I take off for the flag football.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different though. If it wasn't overseas, that changes things.
Yeah, the time zone.
It really makes it it makes it a pick 'em game.
Yeah, that changes things. But we'll move on. We'll move on from that. Let's go on to Lester's squad. Let's go on to them Ravens.
More Nation, you already know what it is, man. Dirty Bird Central.
You made a pretty accurate statement before we hopped on the podcast, saying that Raiders game was the only one y'all tripped up on, and y'all been smacking motherfuckers since. And
Ever since, man.
I have to agree, you are accurate in your statement. I actually think that Ravens Broncos game I think y'all tied the NFL record for most consecutive 100-yard rushing games or something like that.
Yeah. They was mad. All right, so about that, they was mad because we did it it was like late in the fourth quarter, maybe like a minute or 2 left in the clock.
It was 8
and
seconds
Lamar,
left, and he hiked
and they threw a pick. Yeah, they threw a pick, so they turned the ball over to us. We didn't expect the ball.
Right.
John Harbaugh said, "Look, how many yards we need?
4.
Lamar, run it."
Yeah.
And so then they was mad about that, and then I was just like,
he hopped down on the ground right after he got the 4. He could have got more.
He could have, yeah.
He would have took a hit, but he could have got more. But he saw he got the 4, and he just hopped on the ground. Like, I didn't really see that as like a disrespectful thing. It wasn't like they went for a deep Hail Mary on you with 8 seconds left while they up 23-7. They just ran for 4 yards. It's no different than a knee.
Exactly. And so, in NFL, you want to break records. You want to, because that's what the commentators always said. Because I feel like they be cursing it. I feel like the game be rigged sometimes because, he has thrown a pick in 300 attempts, then he throws a pick randomly. It's like, come on, man. Why y'all speaking about that?
He's good Lamar's better Lamar's better in the pocket than people really give him credit for.
He is.
Like he can stand in the pocket. He can throw that ball. He throw that ball.
He has
the ball to you. People think he's just got to run and take off, make his moves. No, he does that because he can, and he's good at it.
Listen,
I was throw that ball.
I was one of those people. I used to give him hell.
Yeah.
And I would be lying if I said he's anything short of impressing me this season.
He could win MVP.
I'm impressed. I am impressed. This is
MVP.
And I'm not saying because of course I'm not a legit Ravens fan, so I'm not checking in on them every game type shit. So
for sure.
But I know he's probably looked better in past seasons. But I don't know that I've seen him just this comfortable throwing.
Mm-hmm.
Boys.
Yeah,
I think
that's exactly.
Yeah, you mean Gus Roman or Greg Roman? I think his name is Greg Roman. But anyway, doesn't matter. I think it really don't, because because he gets the credit now, but then when shit goes left, he's gonna get the credit too. So it don't matter. Right. But no, I just think all it was because we kept saying Lamar can't throw, right? And he showed you he can. His first 2 seasons, he threw over 4,500 yards and over 2,000 rushing, right? The only person who else did that was Cam Newton.
Yeah.
As far as the rushing part. And Cam had a couple good years and kind of fell off. So I was like, bro, I mean, or Patrick Mahomes too. He was another guy too. But like, all I'm saying is like, bro, you let that man throw. I seen that he had threw for 22 for 37, 316 and a touchdown, no picks. That's a decent stat line for somebody who allegedly can't throw. So,
I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm just saying, they kept saying that your man can't throw, and he has proven you over and over and over. Ravens went out, got him a wide receiver core. What is he doing now? He's throwing the ball.
Now, I don't know that I've ever said that he can't throw. I've always said he's not a quarterback. And the reason why I said that was because I always notice he can't throw unless he's on the move. It was
you can say that about Patrick Mahomes. You can say the same thing about him.
No, because Patty Mahomes will chew you up if his pocket doesn't collapse. If it's just sitting there, Patty will just stand there flat-footed as shit and just chew you up. Lamar's not that. Even when his pocket doesn't collapse, you're still going to see him take steps back and to the side, looking to where he's about to throw the ball to.
Or run.
It's like he got to go off script.
Right, you know what I mean? And that was the issue that I had when I said he's not a quarterback. Because anytime you go off script and scramble or do that, that changes my route as a receiver. Now I have to accommodate you based on your run, which is frustrating, right? Because it's like I could have ran that route perfectly, but because you weren't where you were supposed to be as a quarterback, you couldn't hit me where I needed that ball in stride. Now I gotta adjust my route because you took 2 steps and started rolling to the side, so I gotta keep my post going and try to break away or make space from the guy guarding me. Like that's a lot to put on your wide receiver. That wears them out.
I agree.
I don't think that's a quarterback trait, but this season he has been staying in there a little bit more. But what was you saying, Calvin?
Hey, no, I was gonna ask Les. Do you think that they are making big enough strides to develop him as a quarterback? Like as a just I don't think he's ever gonna just be a pure passer, because that's not everybody's thing.
Right.
Because but do you think that they are just kind of going almost like the Michael Vick route in the sense where it's like just let him do what he do as long as we win in games and that's it? Or do you think they're really trying to develop him to, for the long haul?
I think for his protection, we know that the runner has to come to a it has to be like an emergency, like eject, mayday, and then he run. When your first read and your second read is not there and you want to bolt out and your protection is holding, I don't think you should do that as a quarterback. If you're a true quarterback, I don't think you should do that. I think you should look at your third progression, maybe check it down, or just throw the ball. There's nothing wrong with an incomplete pass. Throw the ball out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't throw it at the ground and there's no one around, you don't want a grounding, but just throw it out. Just get out the pocket, throw it away. And so I feel like the first couple of years since, he came out of Louisville, I think that they were like, oh, he was known for like throwing and running. So I think they wanted him to like see what he could do. It's kind of like they were just letting him do his own thing, like it was college football still, bro. This is professional, and you have grown-ass men that's fast off that D-line. So you can't just run all the time. Someone's going to catch you and hit you one good time, and it may be the end of your career. So I think now they kind of got good receivers. They got decent ones. They can do better, but we got some decent ones to throw the ball to. So I feel like they are trying to develop him. John Harbaugh's probably preaching like, yo, we don't let Lamar's career to get cut short because we want to keep running the ball and we don't need to. So I think the offensive line that we've been picking up, these different people we keep drafting and things like that. I mean, we've been doing pretty well in the draft ever since Ozzie Newsome. He left the year before, but I think we're cool. I think they're developing. I think Lamar will be a solid quarterback for years to come. He'll be around with Patrick Mahomes, in his 30s. And as long as they keep the offensive line up and he doesn't want to keep running, he'll have a long longevity like Russell Wilson, who also runs. So, you know what I mean? That's you have to follow the Pete Carroll method kind of. You got to protect your quarterback. So
I think if they get Lamar Jackson to kind of be like Randall Cunningham on steroids, they'll be fine, man. Because Randall Cunningham, he ran the ball, but he still
He'll kill you in the pocket if he had.
he still kill you in the pocket. So that's like, I think like that's when I think of Lamar Jackson, I think of Randall Cunningham just enhanced. You know what I'm saying? Like athletically, but that's that if I was gonna compare Lamar Jackson to anybody, would be like Randall Cunningham as far as like quarter.
Giving Lamar too much or Randall too much?
Nah, I mean, I think it's like I'm talking like I what I would see Lamar transforming into, like a Randall Cunningham ish.
Maturing.
Like
I can roll with that.
Yeah, I want to see him evolve into that, you know.
If he
Because Randall Cunningham,
he would be unstoppable. Because Lamar Jackson is the type of person that if he doesn't take injury, to Les's point, even when he turns 32 and 33, he'll still have the wheels to be faster than your average quarterback.
right?
Even when, like LeBron, where it's like he doesn't dunk as much though, does he? But he still has just as much force to his dunk as he did back then when he chooses to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dangerous.
That is.
So to your question, Kylie, I think that Baltimore is, I think they are developing him because they don't have to pick him as the long shot quarterback. But do you want to see him lined up against you on any other team? Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
Dangerous.
No. If there was a shot at a Lamar Jackson, I would want. Well, I don't care if it was a shot at fucking Mark Sanchez. I would want the Raiders to look at it.
Yeah, but you got to remember too when Lamar Jackson went, when he went like what, number 32 in the draft pick or something.
Yeah,
like that?
He was the last pick.
A lot of people overlooked him. Yeah, a lot of people overlooked him. He was one of the last draft picks.
They tried to change him to a wide receiver.
Yeah, I remember that. He wouldn't even run a 40 in the combine and everything because he's like, nah, I'm not doing all that. Y'all gonna respect me as a quarterback. And Baltimore was the only one that really said, you know what, let's pull him in and conform our offense to what he does. And that's why I asked us that, like, do you feel like they are developing him along? Because like at the end of the day, they seen the talent, they saw what was there. Like, you can't deny the film that you've seen. It's just a matter of, are they still trying to, evolve him from just what they seen on the film to what they want him to be, or whatever their expectations are.
Right.
Yeah, no, they doing well. I think Baltimore will have I definitely see Baltimore winning the chip in 3 to 5 years if they continue to keep going forward. Kansas City has been shown that they can be knocked off. And as long as Tom Brady's around, right, any team he plays for is going to be an issue. So in Buffalo's another good team. That's a contender. And you have a few other NFC, the Rams,
Buffalo
the Cardinals.
Out there looking like Ivan Drago right now.
Man.
I mean to cut you off, but Buffalo out there looking like that big Russian dude from across the pond. It's like, yeah, we ready.
There's some good talent out there, man. I mean, this is the league, man. I mean, anybody can win on any given Sunday, Thursday, or Monday. So I just, but I definitely, as far as my team, I think Baltimore could definitely win a chip. They have to take a couple more strides, especially on defense. Maybe get a corner, maybe another safety or so, and definitely another wide receiver, and definitely got to protect the line, the D line and offensive line. Right. And I think they would be a couple pieces away. You know what I mean? Couple drafts, maybe some good free agency. Maybe somebody wants to leave a super house and come over there, and I think Baltimore can get over that hump. So yeah,
I think you're absolutely correct.
Be more's not far, man.
I mean, y'all got hit with the injury bug too, so y'all not even nowhere near what you would be had you not lost so many pieces. You lost J.K. Dobbins,
Justice Hill, Marcus Peters. I mean, you lost like 5 people in a matter of a week, bro, on the same practice field. Yeah, we lost some people defensive-wise, and we had COVID protocols, all that bullshit. But, probably about 10 people already out. But, I mean, we're still 3-1, still tied for the first place in the NFC North. And right now, I mean, if you look at where our division, you can see that Baltimore is definitely looking like a contender as far as definitely possibly winning the division and definitely getting a wild card. So Just got to keep rolling, man. You know what I'm saying? Dirty
It's a
Birds. Dirty
three-way
Birds is here
tie?
to stay.
Mike
Huh?
Is there a three-way? There's a three-way tie in the AFC North right now.
It is.
Cleveland and
We're
Cincinnati.
second. Yeah, we're second. Cleveland's third, and Cincinnati's first, and then Cleveland's third because it's the Cleveland or Cincinnati's the only one that has the divisional game that they won. So they won. So they got the tiebreaker with that and the point differential. I was looking at that before we got on. So yeah, so we got Cincinnati in another 3-4 weeks or so, and then and then we got Cleveland. We got a lot of our divisionals coming up, so that's all going to change. And Pittsburgh's at the bottom, so we're happy.
My fault.
No, you straight.
Technical shit, and I don't. I ain't no technical nigga, so I don't know how to do that now. But everybody's gonna be able to see if I do that, though, is the problem. It's all right. I'll just compress it in the post. But what was I about to say?
What's your next topic? We got the Jets out the way. We got BMO out the way. What's up with Philly, man? What's going on? What's going on the other side of PA, man? What's going on over there?
Oh, you want to go to Philly? Okay. I was about to
We can go wherever you want to go.
Let's go Philly.
Man, what's up with the Philly cheesesteaks over there, right?
I would like to talk about Philly this week.
Oh yeah. I mean,
crazy game.
Philly, yeah, crazy game. I mean,
crazy.
Philly, I didn't expect them to beat the Chiefs, so when they lost, it wasn't like it was a shock, obviously. But I was happy the fact that we put up 30 points against the Chiefs, and it was a close game. I thought we was gonna get blown out, something crazy. But Jalen Hurts, man, he threw no interceptions, man. Jalen Hurts is looking nice. We got a lot of injuries in our team too. We're plagued with injuries. We don't really have much talent besides a few guys. But him and Devontae Smith look great. Jalen Hurts has been playing good ball. We need a lot of pieces. We need some guys to come back. So I don't expect us to do much, my opinion, less, but just keep the games close at least. And that's what they're doing. I will give them that. Besides the Dallas game, Dallas blew us out.
That was a crazy game. Holy moly.
All the other games have been competitive games. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what I think let me see who we got next. Yeah.
I think Dallas is a lot better though than people think. So I wouldn't even take the Dallas ones. You gotta take that Dallas on the chin, no homo. Because Dallas is a lot better than people really think this year, man. So that's like a loss that it's like you lost big to Dallas, but that's divisional. It's a lot into that, man.
And then we got the damn Bucks right after the Panthers.
Ooh. Well, the Panthers got knocked off, so you got a chance.
You know what though? By
got
no means don't get it confused, Mark. By no means am I saying that y'all have a chance against the Bucks, but I do feel that Jalen Hurts is on the trajectory that I expected Zach Wilson to be. Y'all both losing, right? Y'all both losing. Right. But Jalen Hurts is constantly gaining confidence with every game. And you can tell by the way he's playing that it's like, oh, no, this nigga is a quarterback.
It's like my part. He's leveling up.
That's exactly what it is. I feel like Zach has the more tools. But you know what? You explained it perfect. And I know our audience may not understand NBA 2K. But in my part, you can choose to level up your mains and you can choose to level up everything. If you level up everything, it's going to take you longer to get good. Whereas if you focus everything on your shot and then move up the other things, you'll at least make an impact even on high level. I feel like Jalen Hurts is leveling up just one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Just focus on this. And Zach is focusing on everything at one time, which is causing his progression to look slower. You know what I mean? He could be taking it all in a lot better than Jalen, but right now, because Jalen's just focusing on those couple bars, he's looking a lot better each and every game he comes out. That motherfucker looked good. He had a
I like him.
105.1 QBR against the Chiefs. Against the
So,
Chiefs.
That's pretty damn good.
But
Pretty damn
what
good.
about the Chiefs defense though? Is the Chiefs defense like even? Is it like that's I don't know that much about the Chiefs defense, but I gotta look at they overall rankings like to see where they rank at like just overall in defense because
Right, as
I
a
don't
whole.
think their defense is really, they
have
always
a good
been more of
defensive
the.
line. I'm trying to think of who they got at the corners.
You remember they lost
Who we
Frank
talking
Clark.
about?
They remember they lost.
Oh, they did lose on the free agent.
the
No,
Chiefs.
well, he left. Didn't he go to like Seattle or something like that?
I thought he got caught with that charge.
I thought
Tyron
he went to
Matthew.
Seattle for some reason.
Tyron Matthew.
Oh yeah, they got
Chiefs.
Matu.
Yeah, I think like they defense like a couple of years ago was a little
Damn.
better than it is now.
What up, Mike?
But they didn't make
Pause.
too many changes though from this year to last year.
He's connected
What's up,
still.
Mike?
What's up, Mike?
We got
Aw.
Mike in the building.
I thought
I
that
heard
was
y'all
it.
talking about my boys Josh Allen, and I had to hop on.
Bruh.
Bills are Drago
They looking.
right now. Right now,
I wouldn't have said
Scary.
it. I wouldn't have said it if you was on this motherfucker.
I know you
Right.
ain't know, so that's why I had to hop on once I heard you acknowledge the greatness.
It's a
that is
juggernaut.
the Buffalo Bills.
They are looking juggernautish, and I can't wait to knock them
Juggernaut.
off.
Just,
And what did I tell you about the Raiders? Come, I don't know, mid season. I think is what
I
I've
can't
said
remember what week it is.
over and over.
he did. Mike did say that. He said it's going
I
to.
mean,
They're going to start
I would say between weeks 4 and 12 is the mid season.
We hurting Josh Allen.
I
He got a taste last season. That's the only good highlight of the game is he got up a little slow.
mean,
This year,
y'all ain't gonna make it, so it won't matter.
it's all right.
Ooh.
Wait for that. Listen, just wait. Because right now, that record look a lot. Well, no, I guess we got the same record, don't we?
Now we do.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
say that anymore. Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
damn it.
want to go ahead and talk about that now, Cliff? That you kind of been boycotting.
Yeah, let's
it, I
hop
feel
on because
like.
I wanted to wait for everybody so I could take my
Okay.
licks. You know I don't avoid licks, so
Okay.
I was trying to
we
wait
know.
for everybody to
That's it.
hop on, but no, we'll get into it. And what I've been saying, what Mike's been saying, what most people that have two eyes in at least 2035 vision. Carr's not your fucking guy. He's not your guy. He's just when the pressure's on, he's not your guy. And that's just clear cut. What you got, Mike? What you got to say?
I mean, it's funny because I just pulled up because I wanted to look up stat lines, and
Right.
the first article is about how Carr admits that Bosa rattled him with his comments, with his words.
That's what I'm saying.
Carr was rattled by words.
He's a bitch ass nigga. I'm not going to censor my words. He's a bitch ass nigga. And Britt says it all the time. He's scared. You can tell he's scared. Like, that's why I call him Happy Feet. 'Cause
He
looks
definitely
like
had happy feet in that game.
Man, he has happy feet in every game. He doesn't know if he wants to take off. He knows he should, but he's like, oh shit, this line is closing out. Let me just
I don't know about getting hit like that.
right. Let me curl up in the ball.
He ain't Josh Allen. He's not a fullback playing
He
quarterback.
never has been. Though.
But you can't. But listen, you can't give Derek Carr all the blame because he was 21 for 34, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He
That's
hasn't
not a
thrown
bad stat line.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown any interceptions up until this point, right?
What?
Has he?
Didn't
Nah,
I
he
tell you
has.
he averages an interception a game?
I mean,
But
he's
he's
actually
has one
averaging
game.
less than an interception a game. Like,
Right.
Well, right, because he had
That's
one game that he didn't throw one.
Right.
So
That's
he's
not a bad
just
stat
under.
line.
Nope. Just
oh, and I mean,
some time.
he's averaging 350 yards passing a game. Like, that's
Right.
He's
pretty.
launching that ball. He's
Well,
launching.
that
launching.
game. Well, yeah, no, that game he threw for 196, which is by far as low by more than almost 200 yards. He
Well, let's
also,
talk-
Wow,
he
that's a
also-
good. That's a
he
good game.
also had a fumble in the first quarter, and mind you, that interception was in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left in the game.
Trying to make something happen.
Right.
Though.
Now, why the fuck would you, but why would you why do you think that streak down the sideline is your best bet? One thing that I noticed about Carr that drove me absolutely fucking crazy, and it's to the point that I want to go back and rewatch a lot of his old highlights, like his old games. On 4th and however many yards, 4th and 11, 4th and 7, 4th and 2, he always throws before the down mark and expects the receiver to take it across the line.
Get that yak.
I have never seen him throw past the first down marker.
Is that on him though, or is that on the Is that on him though, or is that on the receivers not getting to the yard mark?
I don't know. I think it's a situation where,
Or is it
I mean, if he's getting to the check down, that's a problem in and of itself, right? Is that his receivers that he should be targeting, who should be beyond the line of scrimmage, aren't getting open.
but what do you do if you don't have enough time to? Or
You
that
throw the check down,
and I don't mean
they
that
can
you,
get there.
or I don't mean that you don't have enough time to, because it's a lot of times that they do buy him time. But what I'm saying is, if he does not believe that he has that time, then you end up seeing him throw those. He's starting to look like Garoppolo.
So you think it's
That
a
is
psychological thing? Like
I think it
psychologically,
is. I think it is.
he just feels like it's just like
it's closing
the
in,
walls
the
is caving
pressure's
in,
coming.
and
I
just
gotta
let me get it out.
I can't let that route develop. I gotta get out my hands.
I mean, again, he has admitted that comments from Joey Bosa rattled him.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you don't admit something like that as an NFL player unless it is like shaking you to your core. And if that's the case, you might be in the wrong line of work, bruh.
That's like Ryan Garcia when he said, I gotta step away from boxing because I have anxiety about fighting the best in the bit. Well, why the fuck are you in this
Right.
work if you don't want to
Why-
fight the best?
Why are you doing this to yourself then?
And he's knocking people out, by the way. So,
But Cliff, you also have to look at this. So Josh
Right.
Jacobs, he carried the ball 13 times in that game for 40 yards and averaged 3.1 yards a carry. It's unacceptable from Josh Jacobs. 13
Very
carries, 40 yards,
Josh
unacceptable. Against the Chargers defense,
That's
I
very.
mean, they have
unacceptable.
Bosa. I understand they have Bosa, but more 13 carries.
he's only one person.
40 yards.
But at the same time, though, a lot of them plays are like, I feel like they're delay reads. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Where he ends up getting the ball as opposed to a design run. And I saw a lot of those plays where it was like a read handed and they were already back there.
Already in his grill.
Right, where it was like, well, where the fuck did you expect him to go with that? You just gave that to him, so he took the hit instead of you.
You rather just throw the ball away. I mean, like I said, incomplete passes don't penalize you. Get out the pocket,
They don't.
throw the ball
Yeah, but,
away.
I mean, but that couldn't have been. He couldn't have done anything to get out of the pocket fast enough on a play like that.
Oh, well, broken play's a broken play. You better just go to the ground then.
But that,
Right.
I don't even think it was so much as a broken play. It's just they had the line. They had the first step on the line, and they were back there.
Mm.
He didn't want to wait, like I said, once again, for a route to develop, a quick hitch to develop, so he handed it off and backed up out the way type shit.
I mean, I don't know that is in anybody's playbook unless it's a called draw. Like, there's no reason you would waste a running back like that. So that to me sounds like those were
It could've
called
been.
draws that just didn't work.
It could have been.
They may have used them to try to slow down the pass rush, but if the pass rush is getting there at the handoff on a draw, it ain't working.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It was just rough to watch, and I don't understand why you can't throw any pass past a down mark other than a large chunk play.
Well, because, I mean,
That indicates you don't have accuracy. You can't
Right,
put balls
exactly.
where balls need to be. I have to rely on my wide receiver's legs in any situation. In a check down, get that yak, or run fast enough to where you'll get to my ball.
He's not throwing guys open, basically.
And I feel like how me and Malk talked about, I think it's a situation where Gruden feels like even though he knows deep down this isn't the guy, I have to continue to go with him because he's my guy.
But that means
sacrificed Khalil Mack for him and traded away a big name to keep this man who's not. So if I choose to let him go, that's basically saying I'm not the quarterback whisperer that I claim to
Right.
be.
it's acknowledging defeat. And,
Right.
and honestly, that may be why you're not seeing the routes that you're talking about, Cliff. Like, if he knows that Carr is not going to be able to throw people open on the short and intermediate routes, it may just not be called.
Right. That's tough.
So what do you think? So what as a Raiders fan, what do you think is all right, well, first of all, let's address this. A two-part question. First thing, is Gruden really your guy? Let's be
No.
real here. 10 years, $100 million
No.
as a head coach.
I said that when we got him. My dad was hype. I said that when we got him. He's always a traitor in my book. Now he's just a traitor in
Once
silver
a
and
traitor,
black.
always a traitor.
Right.
So Drew's not your guy. So the second part to that question is,
Clear
Who-
the whole house.
Like the burn the motherfucker
Clear the
down.
whole house.
hey,
listen,
Oakland,
including Mike Mayock.
Oakland.
If it's poker,
When y'all went-
I'm throwing in 4. Give me 4 new cards.
Hey, Oakland's mayor said, y'all can't stay here no more. Y'all should have got rid of the Raider name. Should have got rid of everything. Lock it in Oakland.
The Gators. Las Vegas.
Should have been the
Gators.
Las Vegas Aces or something, like the women's basketball team or something, you know?
They're gonna change
Some
the
basketball team.
Carl
Hey, Las
Nassib.
Vegas Aces would have been perfect.
Carl Nassib will inspire
Yeah, you know?
the sprinkles.
I don't know.
Like-
Who's your guy? Who's the Raiders guy, man? Who do you got to
We
get?
don't have
Who you
one.
got to get to
We
build
don't
this
have
place?
one. I was pissed when we didn't pick up Herbert.
Should have brought Art Shell back.
Or not Herbert. Herbert got picked up before us. It was
Shit.
Al Davis is spinning in his grave.
Man, he is tumbling over there, tumbling.
but there was a quarterback available. We pass on quarterbacks all the time. Carr's just the guy in their book.
Carr, how do you like how do you rationalize this every season? When
I
y'all
mean-
go through this, like, this is tough.
In fairness, the dude does have almost 1,500 yards passing. And
He's the modern day Brett Favre.
like,
He's a gunslinger.
I will give him a little bit of
disrespect
credit.
Brett Favre like that.
How? How?
How? Because Brett Favre has rings. He has jewelry.
But Derek
Carr
Carr
hasn't
still
made it
has
to
time.
a playoff.
But he still has
He
time.
hasn't
He's
made it
on
to a
Playoff?
playoff.
Playoff.
How do you have that many yards and you don't make it to a playoff game? How
That
are
is
you Brett
insane.
Favre?
If Nick Foles could do it, so
How
can Derek
are
Carr.
you Brett Favre, though?
That is
Don't disrespect
insane.
Brett Favre.
All those yards, it ain't got to
Not a
nothing.
playoff.
Yeah, he more like Matthew
I don't,
Stafford
well, hold
than
on.
Brett
Let me
Favre.
clarify. I don't mean accolades can compare to Brett Favre. I meant play style because Brett Favre was a gunslinger, and that's what.
Oh yeah,
I
he'll
wouldn't even say
he'll
that.
patch your
I meant
he'll patch your
Brett
stat
Favre
sheet for
would
sure.
run the ball, and not only would he run, he wouldn't slide.
He would definitely take a hit.
Put his head
Yeah.
down for that first down.
Why
He would take a
addicted
hit.
to That's why he's addicted to painkillers.
That's why he got
Regardless,
concussions
he's
now.
not-
That's a
he's
different
not Brett
subject.
Favre, or,
And that's why
Derek
he's the
Carr.
Hall of Fame quarterback.
right.
Right, he's not Derek Carr. Derek Carr will curl up when the pocket closes up before somebody grabs him.
Hey, Derek Carr must be best friends with the owners. He must play pool and golf. and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Listen, we've been there. We talked about that. I hope Gruden got his house for sale.
So,
That's
How do
all
y'all-
I'm gonna say.
how do y'all feel about the big shocking release with Stephen Gilmore, or is it Stephon Gilmore? Or
Stephon Gilmore.
Mhm.
New England?
I'm not surprised. It's New England. They cheap as hell.
They
Right.
are. They will cut you. They will cut you. When they cut Chad Johnson, I knew. I was like, yeah. They don't play.
But you got to
Yeah.
think they spent the most amount of money in free agency. They broke the
did.
NFL record. And then he's already like, injured. He's not rushing back to come back because he wants to get, they pretty much trying to talk him down on his bread. He like, why would I take less bread? Like, y'all already got give me this bread. Like, nah, I'm cool. So, they pretty much was like, yo, like, oh, man, y'all, this New England though. Like, come on, man, that's the Patriots. Like, that's what they do.
I don't think it's a continued injury situation.
He's coming back this week.
No, he's coming back.
I think it's a situation, but I mean, it's still a situation where it's like you hold out until you have no other option.
He tried to pull the Dak Prescott, and it didn't work in New England.
Yeah, that didn't work at all.
It'll never work in New
No,
England.
it'll never
Right.
work.
So
See, no, the thing is, like, he already
try to do that.
He's already under contract though. It's like they just don't. They want to try to reconstruct his deal, and he doesn't want to do that. That's the problem. Like they already gave him a deal, but now they're trying to reconstruct his
Tom
deal because they
Brady
spent
used to
all
do
this
it.
money in free agency.
Tom
And he
Brady
like,
used to do it.
nah. I'm like, no, I'll come back, but I ain't about to cut my pay.
Right.
And they like, all right, well,
Oh, cool. Thanks.
yeah. They like, all right, well, nice to know you.
They said he's on Carolina. They said he's going to Carolina now. Is what
Yeah,
I
they
said.
trade him. Yeah, Carolina came swoop them in real quick for like a 6th round 2023 draft pick. Because at the end of the day, they only could get, like, when you let go of a top tier cornerback, either you know that he's not going to recover top, like you think, or you knew you was going to have to release him because of salary cap hit. I think it was more the salary cap. It was just,
think
they
right.
didn't want to pay the man like the money that they owed him already. And then they wanted to cut his contract short on what they owed him already. So he like, nah, I'm cool on that.
To Malcolm's point, though, to restructure, like Tom Brady, when he restructured his contract, Tom Brady wanted to chip with that team. You know what I'm saying? In New England, to restructure your contract and you're like one of the highest paying guys on the team, it's like, why me? Like, why? You just spent all this money. So clearly money wasn't a problem to you. So why do
Right.
I have to restructure my contract? Big Ben did the same thing because he wanted your boy Watt to get paid. And he ultimately ended up he did. But like, why do I have to change my money, bro? My value, I bring the value to this team through this position. I'm the best at what I do.
I don't disagree with what you're saying in principle. I disagree with it being a corner being the difference maker in a championship run or I mean, the flip side is New England ain't making any runs this year.
No.
Well, hold up now.
New England's.
No, they're not.
They can
Well,
make
no.
noise.
I'm not saying that New England is making a championship run. I was saying, hold up now to a corner not being a part of.
I didn't say not a part. I said not a difference maker in terms.
Richard Sherman could
I
be long term.
I think. Well, I think it could be. I think they could be.
And I'm a defensive guy.
One big play.
No.
I will tell you, at the high school and college level, you know where you hide one of your worst players on the field? Fucking corner. Especially if you're running a shit ton of cover two. Because all you're doing is asking them to jam him. And I'm not saying this is Gil. I'm not saying this is Stephon Gil.
Right.
But what I am saying is, generally speaking, a corner is a position you can hide on the defense.
No, I mean,
Especially in a cover two.
I can see a way that
But-
I can see the way that you can definitely, but I feel like a good corner doesn't play
It
one
can't-
side of the ball.
Yeah, that's
They
a
follow
foundational
They
piece.
follow the best man on that wide receiving core around that field.
I hear what you're
You need
saying.
somebody like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
a
he's the
shutdown
number one.
corner is a
Yeah.
foundational piece.
It is. A corner is not a foundational piece in my mind.
A shutdown corner.
Safety, a shutdown corner I can get behind.
I mean,
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I say shutdown
yeah.
corner.
Yeah. No, and I can get behind you on that. What I am saying though is, generally speaking, a corner is something that you can bury or replace pretty easily.
Yeah. No,
And
shutdown.
I hear you on the
corner.
lockdown. Lockdown.
Yeah,
corner.
lockdown. Like that's the same thing like Cliff was saying. Like a corner like Darrell Revis. Like when they brought him in to New England, like they brought him in and he was one of the foundational pieces that got them that ring. Because like when you got one whole side of the field taking over. Like it's like, all right, we ain't even got to worry about that. They
ain't
can
even
scheme
one whole
around
side
everything
of the
else.
field. Like if you know that your one corner can follow one man around the field the whole time, then you
lock down that
essentially
one.
shut down that whole defense because the rest of the team can focus on everybody else. I got Moss. I got I got Gordon. I got all them.
If you've got a team that relies too heavily on a number one receiver, I agree with you. The teams that are making runs aren't purely dependent on a number one receiver.
Correct.
No.
Which is why I say like
correct.
A corner and even a lockdown corner.
And we just talked
can
about
help
it last
you and
week.
take you, but the teams that are making runs,
you're right,
have two or three options.
You're
that
right.
they get the ball to. They're not throwing it to one guy. You know who threw it to one guy and got their asses kicked when they played Kansas City?
Cleveland.
No, it was fucking Buffalo. They couldn't get the ball to Diggs and they fell apart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah,
playoffs
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diggs.
Beasley could not step. Beasley had several receptions in that game, but Beasley is a possession receiver.
I'm gonna tell
He will
why
get you
you're
the,
right.
the slant and the hook curl type shit. He will get open, find a spot. He ain't breaking runs and taking
He's
it
a
to the house
Renfro.
after the fact. Right.
He's a Renfro. He's a Edelman. He's a
Exactly.
Wes Welker.
Welker.
That exactly.
Perfect example.
But I'm gonna tell you why that right. But I'm gonna tell you why you're right because we just talked about it. Not last week, maybe the week before. We were saying that the new modern day NFL is developing to the point that your number one receiver on the field is now the tight end.
Tight end. Which, by the way, as much shit as I give the Bills about a tight end, Dawson Knox looks pretty fucking good right now because he's got like
Yes.
2 TDs on the year.
Listen. Well, I feel like that was also because you weren't really looking. You weren't really looking before, from what I saw.
No, and that's the thing is that one, Emmanuel Sanders being healthy and playing, like, that's a big deal. Like, the Bills have weapons now, and Knox is kind of that final piece. Like, all right, fine, you can shut down Diggs and you can shut down Beasley, but can you shut down Emmanuel Sanders and fucking Knox too?
Right.
No, you can't because that's what we're doing.
Or
That's a Kansas City setup.
Or can you shut down Allen? Fuck that. If you got all of them and I choose to run this ball.
Right.
Hey, he's a fucking fullback.
I don't have to slide.
He is.
He's a fucking
It's going to cost us at some point, but
And
I
that
hope
white
it's
boy
2 years
got
down the line.
wheels. He got wheels as big as he does. That motherfucker's fast. Listen, that's a
By the way,
problem.
Zach Moss had another touchdown this week as well.
Even
Oh yeah,
though-
Zach Moss he should be the starting guy.
Even though that motherfucker threw an interception first pass of the game last week.
Oh yeah,
First pass of the game.
he had one this week. Like you're bitching about fucking Carr throwing an interception. I'm like,
But that's
I mean, Allen's
very
throwing like
rare.
one a week too. Like,
Well, no, I'm saying like a out of the gate,
Yeah,
first
first
drive,
play.
like fuck, like that's rare. Like
I
first pass, that motherfucker was like, he recovered though.
mean, he takes chances,
He
and that's why we love him. And it's also why, like, I want to throw my phone through the TV
And
sometimes.
Carr doesn't. Listen, if Carr was a chance taker and averaged the same one,
You wouldn't feel it. You
I
wouldn't feel the
give a
same way
fuck
about it.
because you take chances. He's timid and he does that. So it's
Josh-
like
Josh will slip 4 tackles in the backfield and then throw all the way back across his body trying to make something
did you
happen.
see Jalen Hurts in that Chiefs game, man? I don't care, man. That motherfucker, boy.
Also, how the fuck did the Eagles put up? Was it 30 that I saw?
30.
hung 30.
Question, Cliff, what was the projections on that game?
Yeah, we didn't even run through our. We
definitely-
should have ran through our projections. We ain't,
What's
Oh,
our
ours?
projection?
Oh,
Yeah,
nobody
last
picked
week.
the
Hey, we-
Eagles.
from last week.
Oh,
Did we do a point spread? Was it a point spread that we do?
Like,
But I
no,
gave-
who was right
no,
and
we
who was
didn't.
wrong. Like, you know what I mean?
We did
didn't
do
verify who was
points.
right and
We
who
gave
was
you the points and who won or who we were taking.
yeah, nobody got none of the points right.
wrong. Okay.
What were the projections though?
What were the projections on the Eagles game?
Eagles, everybody picked the Titans. Oh wait, that's the Jets. I'm talking. You said
Yeah, y'all was
you
wrong
picked the
on
wrong
that
game,
too.
bruh.
Eagles less.
And y'all was wrong on that.
Let's pick the Eagles.
He did.
Everybody.
I remember that.
The lowest was Chiefs by 28.
28.
Yeah, Mike said 28. Mark said 30. I said 31. Britt said 45-9. So that is
45.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all was picking some blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all made it seem like they wasn't even in the NFL.
Man,
mean the
everybody
Buffalo
was
Texans
giving me
40-0.
shit for calling like a 3-point, a 7-point, a 10-point. Like, actually, I do want to know.
Motherfucker, you said 28.
I'm not. That was the only game where I did that, though.
Yeah, you right.
What was that Vikings Browns one? And what did I say it was going to be?
Browns by 3.
All right. And it ended up being what? A 10-point
7.
game? Was it 7 is where it ended?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14-7 was the total score.
Listen,
They didn't score nothing. That was a low-scoring game.
That
What was his pick on the Jets and the Titans? What was Mike pick on the Jets and the Titans? I just want to know. Just
We didn't do
I
that
wasn't-
one. We only did our
We did.
right? Oh,
yeah,
we did do the Jets
for
Titans.
Cali. We did. Mike said Titans by 30.
Hold on, what did I say?
Mike.
Did I say 21?
You said
Jets.
38 17 or 38-21.
Yeah, so that's a 21 point. All right, so 21. Okay, it was a little more modest.
21. Listen, I said 42-0.
God
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. Well, Buffalo was
Guess
close.
that's why y'all
Buffalo,
not none of the wise guys in Vegas, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
but listen, I'm usually a 73 or
Percenter?
above on the picks that I do each week. This week was my lowest. I think I was 58%. Malk was 12 or 15.
Yeah.
okay. That's a solid 80% right there.
That's
The
your
new
first
doc
week
connector.
doing that though. I've been doing that.
And what does
so
that tell you? What does
get a
that tell you
part
my
of
first
the
week?
show up for episodes. That's what it tells me. Then we can have an accurate go with things.
I had to use my PTO up before the end of the year. Look, y'all know the holidays is coming up. I'm locked in now.
Man. All right. Well, who did we cover?
Well,
Jets, Ravens. We talked about your team.
That Browns
Talked about
Vikings. Though,
Philly.
I want to before we pass up on the Browns Vikings, I do want to. That was just a. First of
Shit show.
all, Kirk
Shit show.
Cousins is not the guy either.
Not it. Not gonna work here anymore.
Listen, I don't care if you took his stapler. Don't give it back. You hear what I'm saying? Let that motherfucker go. Get him out of here quick because he threw that game away.
As close as it was, yeah.
He threw that game away in so many places. And don't get me wrong, the Browns got a little help too, because the Vikings was stopping their motherfucking asses down there in that red zone.
so did Beckham come back? Is he
he's
back
back.
yet?
He did
Came
play.
back.
He
Hey,
played.
I do have an honorable mention for that Vikings Browns game. That little fake ass damn shimmy or whatever that was that that Baker Mayfield tried to do. That was hilarious. You get a chance, man. I'm sure it's on YouTube, man. That dude looked
Was it
like
on the
he looked like the
run or what was
cartoons when they
it?
drop him down and their feet be moving, but they don't go nowhere. And he tried to move. He was scrambling to the right, and he tried to start kicking up his legs, wasn't going nowhere. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he looked ridiculous, man. That was crazy. He is not athletic. Like, he needs to hang that up, hang it up.
Well, that motherfucker ain't even complete 50% of his passes. He
Struggle.
45.5 completion percentage, 155 yards.
And they
win
still
the
squeaked out
fight
a
at
win?
him.
You said what? Still scraped out a win. That's why I said Cousins was the reason why they didn't win that game.
Yeah,
I mean, this
I
goes
say the
back
Browns
to-
win in spite of him.
That's what Cliff said to Britt on Wednesday last week. Was
Yeah.
the Browns
They win.
in spite of Baker?
Yeah, they win in spite of Baker.
No,
Like,
I
he's
didn't
not.
say that. I thought the Vikings was
Oh,
gonna
I
win.
thought you said
Nah,
that.
that wasn't me. I thought the Vikings was gonna win that game.
Me too. Do we do projections for Cleveland? Last
yeah,
week?
we definitely did. Me, you, and Malk all picked the Vikings. Mike and Britt picked the Browns.
Okay. What was the point spread?
Point spread was
I think I said
Uh,
Browns 3.
Yep, that's exactly what you said. Browns by 3. Britt said Browns by 14. I said Vikings by 3, which they definitely had a chance to do. And Malk said Vikings by 8. You said Vikings by 6. They had a chance to do that too.
That's close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had a chance
those
to
are
do
all
that,
good
too.
projections. The Vikings had a potential to do it. They just didn't execute.
Right, didn't close.
They actually had a chance to do by 8 too. They just would have had to went for a 2-point conversion.
I gotta go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Or a
out.
safety. Or a safety somewhere.
Nah, you know what? Nah, because the Browns was all up in they motherfucking. They was up under they motherfucking. What's this called? Adam's apple. They was up in they grill. You hear what I'm saying? They was down in the red zone every chance they got, but Minnesota was stopping them. It was to the point that I saw. I didn't watch the whole game. I saw some of it. Yeah,
I watched the first half.
That was some of it that I watched on Sunday, but I didn't watch the whole game at all. But I finished on the highlights. I saw they stopped them on 4th and goal. It was a pass into the end zone, and they called pass interference on Minnesota. Inside it, they was already inside of the 5-yard line, and they called pass interference on Minnesota. They had them down like on the goal line. Minnesota still brought them to 3rd and goal, and they had to give it to Nick Chubb to put it in the end zone.
My man on fantasy, Nick Chubb. Shout out to him.
After they had already stopped them on 4th and goal on the 5.
Bro, once you give up a penalty and you're down in the end zone, and Mike knows this because he's a coach. Anytime as a head coach, you give up a large penalty and you're already back against the wall, your defense is exhausted. They just want to get off the fucking field.
Right.
Well, that depends.
They've been on the field for over 13 plays. They are tired. You want to get out of there.
Well,
So
defense, I imagine, would be exhausted.
It's demoralizing at that
Right.
point. Like, yeah.
they did their job, and then
I mean,
a penalty happens.
That's standard at Whitehall. We perpetually put ourselves in a hole because of penalties. So.
See, I like it. I even like the tight. Give me a tight situation, man.
No. I will. When I say like put ourselves in bad situations because of penalties, 2 weeks ago, we had a running into the kicker on a punt, which gave them 5 and let them repunt. And then we had a roughing the kicker on the next fucking play.
I thought you were saying like a roughing, like, and then they got the ball back first down type.
It was a running into the punter, and then they got 5 yards. That's not an automatic first.
Mm-hmm.
And so they got to repunt because they actually
still didn't make.
It was still a bad kick on the running into the punter. So they got another shot at it. And this time we said, fuck you. We're roughing the punter this time.
Oh, back-to-back plays.
Back-to-back plays.
Oh, they got the ball back after that one.
Yeah,
that's
they did.
undisciplined.
They scored.
Undisciplined. You gave them 15 yards and a first down.
Right.
Did they at least hurt the
let's
punter?
be clear. We gave them 20 yards.
20. Oh, you're right. 20 yards.
At least hurt the punter?
No.
I would have knocked his helmet off.
Right, at least take the punter out.
He ain't punting for the rest of this game.
Man.
I guarantee you that.
And we had an outside backer later the same fucking drive. Jump off sides twice in a row.
Belling them out.
Yep.
And you don't have
First and
enough-
5. No, first down.
And you don't have
First
enough
down.
players that you can pull kids. Huh?
Oh,
right.
he had 70 yards of penalties on one fucking drive.
Yeah, that's
Holy shit.
That's tough.
Damn. That's tough.
We ran out of guys that we could pull. Like,
See, when you go to a Gahanna, you on a squad with like 70 kids, so
Right.
they'll pull you.
right. When you go to like a Whitehall, we got 40 on the roster and only 20 who can really
Why did my mom
play.
send me to Whitehall? Great average would have met and everything. We'd have been A1 round there.
Right? You would have been good.
There.
That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
But,
What's y'all picks for the week? What you got,
yeah,
Cliff?
that's what,
I was
no, you was right on the money. But before we do that, you said Gilmore. Did you want to talk about your boys Haunted Hayride?
Oh, Terrell Pryor. Oh man, yeah, I seen that earlier. Yeah, so let me pull up the exact.
Hey, what?
There was a domestic.
You ain't heard about that?
Oh.
They said that they
So-
said allegedly. This is
Allegedly.
definitely allegedly because when you dealing
It's
with
not
a,
funny, Lord. I'm sorry, it's not funny.
but it is.
The details are funny, but it says Terrell Pryor was arrested after allegedly hitting woman throwing pumpkins at her car.
what?
It was a haunted hayride, and she didn't know what she signed up for. She didn't know that the guys in the mask reached through your window. She bobbed when she should have weaved. Assault charge for Terrell Pryor all of a sudden. How do you even know he was a scarecrow? Is my anybody could have been in that scarecrow costume. Terrell Pryor hired me for legal
Legal representation.
pro boner.
So it says
Pro boner. That was pro bono.
All
it
that.
says he slapped
I'm just saying.
it says he slapped a woman during an argument. The woman reportedly sustained an injury to her left eye. Pryor also allegedly threw a deck chair at the woman when she tried to get into her car. He reportedly threw pumpkins at the car, which damaged the windshield.
Well, why didn't she follow the haunted hayride rules?
Are you really saying haunted hayride? Because I haven't seen anything in these details.
I mean, if he's throwing pumpkins, like,
On a hayride.
I'm like, does Cliff have some additional
Stupid.
insider information?
Oh, I'm
Hey,
sweating.
Cliff's over here. He's Ian Rappaport over here. He got all the info. Like,
Oh.
Like I'm scheming through the notes and details looking for haunted hayride. I'm like, I don't see it.
on a hayride. I didn't see this there.
Well, you're not
I'm
gonna
with you.
see the truth.
have to open
Yeah,
your eyes,
right.
man.
Goodness gracious! Anybody with a brain in between their two ears could see this was a haunted hayride accident.
It says before the incident, Pryor allegedly called the woman 50 times and sent 30 unanswered text messages.
Well, that's what happens when you RSVP for a haunted hayride and you don't show the fuck up. I'm just playing. I hope any young lady involved is okay. I'm just joking.
Yeah, what, Terrell Pryor down bad or something?
That's Buckeye Nation. That's
That's
Buckeye Nation.
Or
Y'all
he
fooling him.
running the janky haunted hayride outfit. I
Buckeye
don't
Nation.
know.
Buckeye Nation's full Terrell Pryor. It's full him.
Speaking of Buckeye Nation, have we even covered the Urban Meyer situation?
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh, I heard they
Allegedly.
got more all-stars in jail than they do in the league.
Ohio State. Something's gonna come down the pipeline on 30 for 30 one day about Ohio State.
Oh,
One day. I'm trying to tell
man.
y'all.
I
That's gonna
believe
be
it.
30 for 30.
I
Columbus,
believe it.
Ohio,
I believe
30
it.
for 30.
On Ohio State scandals. I'm telling you.
They sweeping a lot of stuff under the rug there. I believe it.
I bet.
Yeah.
You heard
I bet they are.
they are.
But
It's
Michigan.
scandalous. Man,
Hey, I
mean-
do have a question though.
they
I
are
have a
undefeated.
question. What's your over under on the on Urban Meyer as far as like, what do y'all think? Y'all is he gonna ride out the rest of the year? Y'all think he gonna be back next year? What's your over under on him coaching in the NFL as far as the Jaguars go?
I told you, just to get mine out the way, I told you he's gonna take Eric B. Enemy's job in USC. He's hopping out of here this year, and he gonna be there next year. Watch.
At USC,
I think he might get fired by the end of week 17.
I think that's a
Well,
stretch.
the owner, or not the owner, who was it that said they have?
Athletic director or something.
Well, who'd you say?
You said, are you talking about like the athletic director or something? Talking about for college?
He don't got no say. Whoever it was said we got full confidence that Urban Meyer will gain our trust back as the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that is a clear, we plan to keep him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Because
it's up to
otherwise
him.
they would have given the we're gonna wait until we hear all the facts. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is a different language when they're planning to keep versus release.
Exactly.
I think somebody, one of the coaches that I coach with brought up, like, Urban just needs to learn to shut the fuck up and not apologize before all the facts come out because it makes him look stupid.
Right. No,
It's the
I
whole,
agree.
It's the whole. Lysol, you had sex with Katie too. Correction, I had sex with Katie. Like,
You know what
Days.
though? But
Come on,
you're
man.
absolutely right? Because I'm not gonna go back through his track record. But if you watch the video, he has his hands in between his legs, right? Like he's sitting on the bar stool like a coach. Like he's
Right.
sitting like this. And she's on the outside of his leg, but his arms are still here, right? Like he's blocking, like you're not getting by my crotch.
He's not removing.
Now,
her.
I'm not saying I have been trained on the, what do you call it, social whatever, but my whole thing is, listen, what you have to understand is, I'm not saying I'm that guy, but I'm Urban fucking Meyer. I'm gonna have people come around me acting like that. It's my establishment. We serve alcohol there. I'm not gonna be the guy pushing anybody away, but you can clearly tell by my demeanor, I wasn't with what she was bringing. So I apologize if that did bring any additional attention to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but that was not the situation that y'all saw on camera. But I'll be damned if I apologize. Like, yeah, I was getting a lap dance. I paid her. What you didn't see is that I slipped a couple dollars in her back pocket. Like, come on. Like, what are y'all expecting a motherfucker to do?
Urban is attached to all this negative press, no matter what team he's on.
Maybe
And
karma.
it might be. This might be called life debt. He might be paying off life debts from shit he did back when he was a young jit.
Right.
But
Karma.
everywhere you go, Urban, shout out to you if you're listening in. Please stay out the mix.
Hire me for
I had
your
to get close to
legal
the camera.
if you need.
All these
If you
accusations
wanna
are not
lose
needed
everything
for the
you own.
Jaguars.
You know what he paying for? He paying for Aaron Hernandez. That's what he's paying his dues for now.
Oh, no, don't get started on
Yeah,
that.
they scouted Aaron Hernandez. That
That
dude
don't got
shot a
nothing
whole
to do with
dude
him,
on the
though.
college campus.
Yeah, they
Urban
said-
was
no,
he was there. That was
they
Urban's
said-
coach.
they
Urban
said
was the coach.
Hernandez- They said a documentary. that
Listen, once we
Hernandez-
scout him, if he shoot a motherfucker on the campus, I didn't know he was going to shoot. I didn't scout him. to
And they
shoot a
didn't kick
motherfucker.
him off the team neither, did they?
But there were signs that they said that they seen in him that were red flags.
Urban, stay out the
Exactly.
limelight, bro. I want to see you do. I want to see you do great things.
Listen,
Okay, I want to see you get somebody a chip.
Urban is a nigga, ain't he?
No,
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
No,
Look him
not
up.
like
Google
no,
that.
he ain't. Let's be honest.
Oh, I know what you're talking
But,
about.
like,
Man,
he
at
just,
Yeah,
heart,
bro.
he
He
just
got
can't
issues.
seem to stay out the fucking way. Like even when it's not him in the way,
Knew he was
he's
getting that.
still in the way. Like it's like what the fuck? Like
I'm tired of seeing his name on headline. I'm tired of seeing he should be on Shaq and a Fool. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of seeing him on. Come on, man.
King
He should be on that fucking segment. Come on, man. Like, bruh, like
What you telling you?
Urban,
What you
get it
saying?
together.
That shit hit the showers. Urban early hit the showers. I'm not listen. I'm not saying Urban should hit the showers unless he hit the showers with that young lady. Then he should hit the showers.
I don't think
He's getting hit
But
with a
then I
rock.
might reverse my hit the showers. I
Oh
won't say
man.
why.
Whoever his publicist is needs to be fired. Fired.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Legal or publications. He's available.
All of that. All of that.
all of
Gone.
them.
Listen, but I don't understand it. Like you can tell from the demeanor that he had, it wasn't like he wasn't even paying attention to her.
Right.
He might have seen her, but you can tell in the video he's looking past her at whoever he was talking to before. So just because you caught an angle of her dancing inside of my leg doesn't mean she was on my lap. Clearly she wasn't, because my hands were on the stool.
Right.
So what the fuck
Yeah.
is the problem? Where are we
Why-
at?
The
Why is
problem
this a
is why he got
conversation?
people in his establishment videotaping him.
Right. I am with you on that.
But you can't really
Because of who he
control
is.
that because it's a restaurant, right?
But
Yeah.
if
Comedians do it all the time. Why you think
Right.
none of their stuff
But
get
it's
leaked?
a
Because they
restaurant. I would never go to a restaurant where they like put your phone in this bag and don't take it out until you done eating your food, bitch.
all they gotta say is Urban Meyer's
What
in
you
here. You can't have no
serving in there?
phones in here.
but I guess the question is why were they already videotaping him? You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
They
Yeah.
were already videotaping because I would have been myself. Like, let me find out Urban about to get a lap dance. I just wouldn't have been the motherfucker. I wouldn't have been the motherfucker to just instantly be like, let me see who I can get this off with. I
Oh,
probably would have
no.
posted
Money in it,
book,
though.
and I wouldn't have thought nothing about getting money.
TMZ ate that shit up. They was like, oh,
Oh, yeah,
really?
somebody got some bread.
Somebody got money off of that. But all right, we'll leave you alone,
Yeah.
Meyer.
Dry
I'm
snitch
sorry.
Either way, whether I knew it or not.
I'm sorry, Urban. Just stop
I'm not
Alright,
an
lying,
Ohio
man.
State fan, so I
Stop
don't-
lying,
Dry
man.
snitching on the motherfucker. But we can get into the picks, right? I got
It's the game.
we'll keep a track record. Last week that goes to Brett.
I'll write down my picks.
At least out of our teams.
10-6.
So,
All right, what's our matchups? What we got?
so
starting
this-
off.
So this week,
Yeah, I missed last week, so I didn't know we were doing the picks matchup. My fault.
no,
But
it's
I'm
not.
gonna win.
It was your celebration, G.
No, we
Celebration.
said that at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, it was my
Like,
born day.
Right.
Yeah.
It was my born day, so yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's start it out with Les's squad since his motherfucking ass tried to sneak out last episode without us picking. Even though that would have been an easy pick, I think I don't know if everybody would have went for the Ravens.
it depends, because I mean, Denver was undefeated coming into the game, so
Right. I think I still would have went with the Ravens though.
strong pick. You picked the right runner. You picked the right person. But yeah, Baltimore's playing.
Colts.
Who be playing this week?
That's an easy.
Oh, the Colts.
I think
Monday
that's an
night,
easy
Colts.
win.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm gonna take the. I'm writing mine down too. I'm gonna
I
take
won't
the.
say easy, but I think that's an easy win.
I mean, Wentz is washed up. We're gonna take B More, of course.
Ain't that some
And
shit?
we're gonna say 14. We're gonna say 14-point spread.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Ravens too. I think he's right with the 14 because I'm thinking 24-10 is the score.
Who's playing at home?
Baltimore. It's in Baltimore. Which is
Yeah,
why I'm going to go Baltimore by 17.
Baltimore 17.
I like that spread. 14 and 17 is a good number for this game. We do better at home. We do good at home.
I'll take Baltimore by 10.
Okay.
I think I gotta go 14 too, man. That's what I'm feeling.
It's an enticing number.
I think it's gonna be 24-10. I think that's gonna be the score exactly.
Say 23-7. Baltimore.
23-7.
Yeah, Baltimore.
He thinks we're gonna replicate Denver's score.
Yeah, I think it'll be something close to that. I think it'll be.
It's not a bad number. A couple field goals, couple touchdowns.
Right.
I can dig that.
23-7. So what's that? 16.
16, yeah. Question is, who's that one touchdown going to for Colts?
I'll write that down too. 20.
Who's their back? I don't think they got their back is trash too.
You said who's the one touchdown going to?
But Carson Wentz. Well, your defense has a lot of injuries, so Carson Wentz might try to find T.Y. Hilton somewhere. So we'll
I like
see.
that running back, Hines. I don't know his first name.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think it's number 28, I think. 28 or 20 something. Something Hines.
That is.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's been. I looked at it because like I said on fantasy, and that's why next year we got to do a fantasy league. Because a lot of these guys that we speak of, these teams, bro, there's certain players that are impact players, and Hines has been popping up on my. He's one of the guys I face on one of my other teams. Dude's been putting up numbers, so Indianapolis definitely might score a touchdown. And if it would probably be him. He's been getting a lot of rushing, at least one rushing touchdown for the last 4 weeks. So but yeah, I think 23-7 is a good score. What's the next pick 'em?
In the field goal. Next we going Jets Falcons.
In London.
Yeah,
that's a neutral ground.
That's what throws me.
That's a neutral ground. Like damn. Ugh.
I think
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going. Obviously, I'm going with my squad. I'm gonna say 21-17 Jets.
Okay.
So that would be 4. 21.
Yeah, it's probably about a 3.5, 4-point game with the wise guys anyway.
Okay.
Like Mike said, you gotta remember it's in London.
Yeah, that throws everything off because
I wonder what's the field conditions like. What is that field going to be like?
I think they play indoors up there.
Yeah.
It's a dome.
But you're still playing like. Yes, they travel early, but still, that is still a shock to.
Is it grass? Is it turf? Like what is it?
It's a turf dome, but you playing their body clocks are like 7 hours off.
Right.
But I don't
think
so
people
though. I don't think that's gonna make as big of a difference as it. I think that gives me more of a reason to go with the Jets too. I think it comes down to like early morning scrimmage type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
who's ready for early morning scrimmage? And I'm sure they both have them throughout the week. And I think that the young bulls will get off quicker than what the fuck is his name? Matt Ryan? And
Matty Ice.
Matt Ryan and them, yeah, I don't you didn't lost Julio too? Yeah. I'm going Jets by 10.
Okay. What you got, Mike?
Atlanta by 3 in overtime.
Ooh,
Spicy.
Okay.
Spicy chicken.
More of attrition. It is 7-7 at the end of the game, and it has to go to OT because everybody's still tired.
Possible, very possible.
Spicy. That's a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken right there. All right,
He's stupid.
he said 7-7 in the overtime. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take mine. I'm gonna also say Atlanta, not because I'm a Jets hater, but because I honestly think I think it's gonna come down to turnovers, and Zach has been having turnovers, so I feel that I think Atlanta's gonna capitalize off of that, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Atlanta by 6. There's gonna be a touchdown difference. I feel like it's gonna be a close one. Somebody gonna fuck up, somebody gonna score, and it's gonna end it. No overtime, Mike. Yeah, yeah, I think about 6. I don't think there's gonna be overtime, and if there is, then the Jets might pull another one out. So
Nice.
I don't want them going to overtime. Pull another one out.
Let's say Jets get the win 16-13.
Okay. So.
3 on the spread for Malcolm.
I think.
Yeah, what's the spread on that, Kelly?
London.
I gotta look it up, man. I want to say it's probably like 3.5 or something like that. Probably,
3.5
I'm
sounds
pretty
like
sure.
a good spread. 3.5 sounds good.
Yeah, I feel like Atlanta's still gonna be the favorite. I can look it up real quick though.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be closer. I think it's gonna be like 1.5, because I feel like you know what I mean. Like the sports, but they be trying to trick people, bro. You know what I mean? They be trying to hedge them.
So why you pick 6 if you think it's gonna be close?
Because I think there's gonna be one. I think there's gonna be like an interception for a pick 6. I think there potentially could be they could be up by a field goal. Somebody gets a block punt or something, and they get field goal range. Something's gonna happen, bro. I feel like there's definitely gonna be a touchdown score in that game. It's just I think it's gonna come down to somebody's gonna miss an extra point. Like, there's all the dumb nuances. Like, we never had to worry about kickers missing extra points consistently. Now you may have one, so yeah.
Yep. No, actually I got Jets. The best odds they saying is Jets plus 3.5.
That's spot on. He was spot on with that.
Yeah.
I
mean, I listen to the wise guys all the time, so I
like the wise guys.
Hey, you gotta tease the bet a little
Break my
bit.
legs, bitch.
ain't.
Break them.
What's the next matchup? Who Philly got? Who Vegas got?
Eagles, Panthers.
Ooh, spicy chicken.
Yeah.
Man, Eagles, Panthers.
I'm going Eagles in this one.
I don't know. I gotta go Panthers with that one.
I'm going Eagles in this one.
Then
Me see.
Who's playing at home? Who's playing at home?
I think it's
they're
at
playing
the
in
Panthers
Carolina.
in Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm still going Eagles. I'm going Eagles. My spread is that's tough. I'm thinking I'm going Eagles 6.
Okay.
All right. Can I jump in real quick? Because I actually got to hop off. I got something I got to deal with. Rapid fire for me real quick.
Yep, rapid fire.
I got the Panthers by 10. I got the Chargers by 10. I got the Raiders by 14. And I am giving KC the win in the regular season to set up the Bills' revenge game in the AFC title.
Wait. You said Panthers by 10, Chargers by 10.
Vegas by 14.
Okay. And then
KC by 7, setting up the Bills for revenge in the AFC title game in the postseason.
Okay.
He said Brooklyn by 5.
Okay. Who's
That's
hitting
Cliff
the
writing it
showers?
down.
Tom fucking Brady.
All right, do your mute thing or whatever so you don't
I got
kick
you.
us out. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right, Mike.
All right. Eagles Panthers. Where we at? I said Eagles 6. Malk, you said what?
So I'm gonna say Eagles pull out the win in a close game. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 14-13.
14-13.
Philly, yeah.
Philly. Okay.
Mm.
What you thinking, Callie?
I'm gonna go with the Panthers on this one. I'm gonna say 31-28.
So 3.
59 points. That's a lot of points. Okay.
31,
Hey.
Okay. What you got, Les?
I'm gonna take Philly. I'm gonna take them by shit. I wrote down 10. I'm gonna say 9. I think somebody gonna get a block field goal or something controversial.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 9. Philly with 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Next,
think so,
Raiders,
yeah.
Bears.
Oh, this is easy.
Who's playing
Go
at
ahead,
home?
Raider fan.
Me? I
Yeah,
say
go ahead,
Raiders by
Raiderhead.
7.
I say Raiders.
Raiders 14. Raiders 14, you said, Mal?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even hear you, but I read your lips. See, I could be with a blind girl if I wanted, but that would be that would be the one I would like.
I'm sure you could too, Cliff.
I pick Raiders by.
I said
I
blind.
pick Raiders
meant
by
deaf.
10.
Wait, what? Cliff, hold on.
Did I say blind or deaf?
You said
You said blind.
Yeah, I meant deaf. Yeah, I said I read your lips. I said I could be with a blind girl. I meant deaf.
We love everybody. we love everybody.
I mean, I'm sure I could be with a blind girl too, but I can't be walking you around. You gotta be like Ray Charles. Count your steps.
We don't discriminate. We
Count
love
your steps
everybody.
around here.
Don't listen to Cliff.
Mark
We love
said
everybody.
Raiders by how many?
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Kylie said what?
10.
10.
Raiders by 10.
Okay.
Where are they in Chicago or are they in Las Vegas?
I believe they're in Chicago.
Oh, they in
Alright.
Chicago? Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
fault. Then make that Raiders by 3.5.
3.5.
Damn, that's a tight spread. Okay.
3.
It's windy in Chicago, man.
Point.
Now that's a fact.
Fever. All right.
All right, I got I'm gonna take Vegas. Let me see. I'm gonna take do the calculations.
Motherfuckers looking up shit.
Nah, we do it. All right, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna say Las Vegas. We're gonna go high. We're gonna go 21.
Okay.
With the blowout.
Yeah, sort of.
Think it'd be a
I just
blowout.
think
there'll be
Justin
at
Fields
least
gonna
3.
get. Yeah, I think Justin Fields is gonna get a little. He's gonna get a little rattled, man. Vegas has been on people's ass all year. Vegas line has been on their ass, everybody's ass all year.
Who the
That's a
Ravens
lot of
got?
pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Who y'all got this week, left?
Fuck up. That's
Oh,
the
we
big-
got
Oh,
so we got the
Ravens,
Colts.
The Colts, yeah. Didn't you see? You already.
Oh yeah, we
said-
picked that already.
yeah.
We picked that
Yeah,
first.
already did
Okay,
that, yep.
all right,
Next, we
so-
got Browns and Chargers.
Where's Britt at?
Hold on.
She ain't show. I'm glad.
Browns
you
and
said so.
Chargers. Where they playing at?
Chargers, I believe.
I be trying to tell y'all, man, don't sleep on the Chargers. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this for you, Brittany. I'm gonna say Chargers win that game in the upset, and I'm gonna say they win by 8.
Chargers 8.
Is the Chargers really an upset though?
Nah,
Where they've been
Yeah.
beating niggas, they've been whooping ass everywhere.
No, but
They beat Kansas City. They beat everybody.
They beat Kansas City. They beat the Raiders. I mean,
They're whooping ass.
I
They're
gotta take the
whooping
Chargers on
ass.
this one. I'm gonna take the Chargers by 7.
All right. Wait, what'd you say, Mark? Chargers by how many?
8.
Okay, that's what I thought. Against the Browns, I'm going Chargers 17.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Baker's
I got,
fucking up, and the Chargers are not the kind of squad that's gonna help you get out
All
of
right.
that fucking up situation.
Hey, Cliff, I'm down to 7%. Oh, man, I'm trying to thug it out. I don't know if I.
Well, just in case you can't thug it out, who should hit the showers?
All right. I hit the showers. Definitely gonna go to Urban Meyer for sure. Hey,
Man.
I'm not knocking you getting your lap dance, bro, but come on, man. You bringing more negative press to the organization than anything else, man. This ain't college, man. Figure it out. This ain't college.
Just a white girl trying to put her ass on something.
No, he got like 5 things stacked up on him now, man. Between trying to hire the racist coach,
Well,
this, that,
can
and the third.
somebody get a win in Jacksonville?
The question is gonna be. The question is gonna be. There's only 2 winless teams left: Detroit and Jacksonville. Who you think's gonna win first?
Ooh, that's a good question. Time out.
That's a great question.
Let me see.
Who Detroit got this week?
That's what I'm pulling up right now. I already got it up. I just gotta find the right tab.
I got Detroit winning their first before Jacksonville.
I got to see who they play this week.
Okay.
It don't even matter. I just got more faith in Detroit.
Detroit and Jacksonville.
Yeah. Who's going to get their first win?
The Vikings.
Detroit plays the
Jacksonville plays the Titans. Jacksonville could win that.
I got Detroit winning theirs.
I'll go with Detroit. At least this week I got Detroit.
I'm gonna just put Detroit or Jax.
Who's Jacksonville got? Y'all said
Jacksonville.
Tennessee.
The Titans.
Divisional game. Division.
I'll say Detroit probably get one before Jacksonville will.
Yeah, both
divisional games slap different. Divisional slap different. When you play your divisional rival, no matter what division you're in.
Detroit too, Les?
Yeah, I got Detroit. I don't got a point spread on it. I just got Detroit, period.
Yeah, that's all I'm putting. Kylie, you got
it?
I got Detroit.
All right. And then Les, Chargers, Browns.
Chargers versus the Brownies. I got the Chargers by 15.
Okay. Well, why are you asking me questions when I say 17, motherfucker? Bills.
Who, me?
Yeah, was that you? I thought everybody asked.
No, that was me. I think that was me that said something about
Nah.
Bills, Chiefs. Who we got?
I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills by 6.
Okay. I got Bills by 7.
This Kansas City.
It's in Kansas City?
Yeah.
I don't know. Where is it in Kansas City?
Looks like it.
Ooh.
If I wrote it down
that can change.
I might be wrong, but if I wrote it down correctly, I think that's in Kansas City.
Don't sleep on Mahomes. I'm gonna say Chiefs pull it out. I'm gonna say by 10.
All right.
I don't know. Tyreek Hill has another 11 receptions, 186, and 3 touchdowns. That's going to be a long day.
Right. Yeah.
So you go with Chiefs?
I'm gonna take the Chiefs on that note. I'm gonna take KC because I believe in too many weapons. They got too many. I'm gonna take Kansas City, and I'm gonna say, damn, what's the point? Then the points is gonna be close. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no outlandish shit. We'll do 7. KC 7.
All right. And because White Mike hopped off Detroit or Jacksonville, I'm going Jax for my nigga.
Oh, your support Urban Meyer getting lap dances. I see it.
Yeah, right.
I support anybody that ain't did nothing wrong on camera. I don't care what you did.
What happened when the camera clicked on? You know, baby, come on.
I'm sure he moved his hands from that bar stool, but
I bet he did.
we don't have that. So, who's your hit the showers there, Lester? Snipe?
I'm gonna go in. I ain't gonna bash Urban. I'm gonna leave him alone. Shit, man, I'm gonna bash the Jacksonville Jaguars organization. Cause why is it that you have first round draft picks every year, but yet you're still struggling to get some type of coaching going on? Are you following, no offense, the Jets organization? Are you following Detroit's organization? Whose organization do you have? You draft all these people every year. You never do nothing. Come on, man. It's a come on, man moment. Come on, man.
Well,
get it together.
They're also an expansion team, and they're the newest team in the league. So, can you give them all that?
The Texans.
I don't want to hear that. The Ravens were also an expansion team.
No, Jacksonville. Texans, I don't consider that because Houston and that you just changed names.
The name.
Areas.
Yeah.
Jacksonville was an actual expansion. So we haven't had one since. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, let them get it together.
How much slack can you give them though? Carolina seems to stay on the track. They stay on the course for the most part.
But Carolina still ain't won a chip yet either.
Yeah, but they stay more relevant. Like they win more games overall. But neither one of them won the chip.
But Carolina won all them games because of Superman.
Of course.
Superman left.
But yeah.
And Jacksonville ain't never had a Superman, so you know.
I got to throw this Jacksonville
Callie.
No, I already did my hit the showers because my Jack is about to die.
So at least
yeah.
My hit the showers is going to go to all right. It's going to all the soft ass motherfuckers that feel like Urban Meyer should apologize for this. Listen, his wife ain't filed for no divorce. She know these hoes is out here. As long as his hands is in position, just like he trained his players. Keep your motherfucking hands in position. Maybe if Trevor Lawrence's hands was in position, they'd win more motherfucking games. He holding the bar stool, you hold the ball, bitch boy.
If she catches enough word about it and information,
nah, she ain't leave him after that Ohio State shit where the dude was beating up on his wife.
This might be strike 3 then.
Maybe they're just in an open relationship. Maybe she don't care if he cheats.
I mean, it could be as well. Never know.
Hey, we gotta get Urban on Hit Those Shots. Hey, Urban, if you're out there, we would love to have a one-on-one.
Listen, he ain't
come on over.
I'm rocking with you, Urban. I'm just saying, you may have been a distraction, maybe, but these is also grown-ass men. You ain't no motherfucking high school coach no more. So, distraction is dick. Urban just smack that distraction across the back of her jean pocket. Who
the NFL does have
Derek Carr's hitting the showers for me. I'm sorry, Trevor. I didn't mean to call you a bitch boy because that title goes to Derek motherfucking Carr. Hit them showers, bitch boy. All that.
He broke it up in half.
He probably have anything to take us out with.
Wait, hold on. I didn't even get my hit the showers.
Oh, you ain't hit him?
Nah.
Well, you hit him.
Oh, yeah. My hit the showers, and I know I'm probably bullying this man at this point, goes to Carson Wentz. I'm happy you got your little win, but you still trash. You just gonna be trash. You ain't gonna do nothing. Good luck to you though, but you trash.
What if he shows up at your door?
Huh?
What if he shows up at your door? You think you could take him?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Prince Harry, bro, get your ass out my motherfucking face. I ain't got no tea in here. Do a Google comparison. Tell me he don't look like Prince Harry. And Carson Wentz.
I don't know.
challenge
I
you
might have to do that.
to a celebrity match.
Let's see that.
For
We
charity.
got about 8 minutes. Let me see about a Google Carson Wentz, Prince Harry.
I've
side
knocked
by
Carson
side.
Wentz out in 2 rounds. Left hook, right hook, jab.
Set
out.
that bitch up, because I seen this motherfucker on the VR.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz has a missile. If he puts it over him right, your face is gone.
Oh, Lord.
Let me see. Carson Wentz. Who you say, Prince Harry?
Prince Harry. He looks just like him.
Prince.
Alexis.
Harry side by Siddle. Oh no, you are absolutely correct.
Don't they like that? You ain't Prince Harry.
Oh no, that's
Carson.
not real. That's real. That is,
Yeah. You ain't Prince Harry Carson.
that's real.
Mm-hmm. You look just like him.
Oh
don't
my
you?
gosh, he's royalty.
Right. No, yeah.
He's
Royalty.
English royalty.
English royalty of the hit the showers Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
With the dabber tea.
Hit the
Yeah,
tub.
no.
Hit the
Yeah,
tub.
hit the tub. Yeah, hit the tub.
Hit the tub.
in that bitch.
And run the bathwater first, don't you?
Well, motherfuckers, we will be back on this Saturday. Tune
Saturday.
in. We'll be talking pre Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder shit. So
Like,
type into that.
Subscribe,
Like,
share,
subscribe,
all
share,
that.
finger work.
Comment.
All
Yeah.
that.
Finger work.
Finger work. Just a
Call
little
NASA
tap
quotes
on your
every week.
phone.
Yeah, that's right.
Malcolm
Yeah,
has
man.
cock soup in his cupboard.
Oh.
We out
That's
this bitch.
crazy.